New to the channel, I am your host, Rashid White. This channel, I teach you defensive driving strategies that will save you time, money, personal injury, and most importantly, in your life. And I'm a professional driver. I drive tractor trailers, I drive buses. I've been doing so for about 23 years. All right, enough of the bragging. All right, let's get into part two of seven things you can actually do as a brand new driver that actually save you a lot of headaches and heartaches. All right, so the first one is going to be about pedestrian incidents, pedestrian accidents. You definitely want to avoid these if all possible. And what you have to do is actually look 12 to 15 seconds ahead, and you actually want to read the person's body language, make eye contact, and definitely make sure that you and the other person are on the same page. Let's get into some examples of this right here. Let's see, 1 second. So it's something that's out of place, or like something like this where a person's actually just walking on the road and this is something really kind of out of the ordinary. You actually have to pinpoint this well in advance, and then mentally prepare that this person is going to do something really crazy, or he can, this is not normal right here for a person to be walking in the middle of the street. So this is one of the things. Let's see if the driver is actually doing the right thing here. All right. So you should actually try to get over some. If you can, just move over to the right a little bit, just in case he tries to, because people are high on drugs or drunk, or sometimes just whacked out of their damn minds, man. And you don't want to actually have these kind of problems here. Let's look at another clip. Let's see. Oh, that was a tram right there. I probably got to edit that one out there, but you can actually see. So over here, this person should actually yield to this person right here. This is out of Europe, but I know they have similar laws. I'm sorry, I said laws in the United States, where at the crosswalk, if a person standing in the crosswalk, you actually have to let this person actually cross. And but again, just make sure you're actually paying attention and you establish eye contact with the person here, and then watch the person behind you if they're kind of following too closely. So you want to start braking right around here, because sometimes you get bicyclists that can actually zoom through here. All right, that actually takes me to number two. Bicyclists. Definitely be careful with with bicyclists. They're actually unpredictable, and they can turn and make lane changes suddenly, and sometimes they do hand signal, and a lot of times they actually don't. And hitting these people can be detrimental to you. You can actually have a fatality there, which is something you really, really, really don't want. Also, in terms of preventing these type of accidents, you want to, let's say, if they're riding too closely to a car, sometimes a person can open their car doors and they can actually hit the bicyclist, and that bicyclist can actually run out, kind of fall right into your car. So definitely give yourself about 4 feet of space when you are riding next to them. Just definitely pay attention to them and their movements, and then try to get away from them as quickly and safely as you can. All right, so I think, yeah, all right, so let's say following too closely. You definitely want to give yourself, in terms of the speed of the road, let's say on the highway, you want to give yourself a 4 to 5 second following distance. Let's say in the rain or snow, it should be way more, 6-7 seconds. And And this is a quite simple rule here. You find a stationary object on the side of the road, and the car passes it, and you start counting, and you want 3 seconds. It should be really five. All right, so what was on? That was what was that? Number two, number three, number four. Now is vehicle maintenance. Make sure that your brakes, I mean, cars is really kind of up to par. Do all the service intervals. Make sure your tires are good. Make sure they actually check the tie rods, axles, brakes, rotors. I mean, as a matter of fact, I have to go and get my rotors actually changed because that can actually have a real true impact on your braking there. And depending on where you actually live at in the country, and I'm doing the United States here. And I know I get some people from other parts of the world, but like let's say here, it could be the difference in terms of like preventing an accident and then not. All right, so speaking of that, preventing an accident, now you want to think, all right, so number five, don't actually think right away in a sense though. So let's say, for example, you have a stop sign in front of you, and there's a stop sign, let's say, on the right of you. You get to the stop sign first, and you come to a full stop, you come to a complete stop, and the person does not. He comes to a rolling stop, and then actually just keeps driving, and he's aggressive. Just let him go. In a sense, don't hit the person and say, "Oh, I had the right of way." So the key here is just think accident prevention. Don't think right away. You don't want to be thinking anything like that. So let's say, all right. So that's another example when you're on the highway and the traffic is supposed to yield. That's merging onto the highway. Is supposed to yield the right of way to you. They don't. They just keep driving on. Just you yield for them, even though technically you're not supposed to. But the whole key over here is actually it's just like I said, accident prevention over here, man. Accident prevention means, like I said, this is here to actually save you time, money, personal injury, and most importantly, your life. You can actually have somewhere to go, or you have to go to work, or whatever. You gotta make an appointment. And you get into a silly accident, and then you have to wait for the police to come and make reports and all this. And there's no major injuries, then it could take hours sometimes for the police to come, and it can actually ruin your whole day. Number six. Let's get to my I think my bag of notes here. All right. So bad weather. Definitely, if you don't have to go out in bad weather, let's say snowstorms, but if you're just starting, don't do it in a sense though for snowstorms and icy roads. But just like let's say fog and rain, definitely drive as fast as you can actually see. So if you're not that comfortable, let's say sometimes you get like real sudden downpours, then pull over to the side of the road, put your hazard lights on, and yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just reading something here. Put your hazard lights on, and let's say wait for the rain to pass or the snowstorm to pass, or let's say plows on the road actually come and actually plow the road for you, because eventually they'll get there. All right, so I think that was number six, and then let's see, number seven here. I think I mentioned. Let's see. All right, so number seven. All right, number seven will be like, let's say, planning. If you're planning to actually go somewhere, just know where you're going. If you can, like, use the GPS most of the time. But if you don't know where you're going, actually just, learn how to read a map. This way, because if you don't know where you're going, if you're trying to find Like I used to, I was drove a tractor trailer when I was about 21 years old, and I was looking for 95 in Maine, and this is way before GPS actually was even on the scene, and I blew right past a red light just trying to look for 95. So just not knowing where you're going can actually cause you to actually get into accidents in a sense, though. So if you don't know where you're going, just pull the car over and get a map or ask directions, and you'll definitely be okay. Then don't be like me blowing a freaking a red light. I could have probably killed somebody over there, man. That would have been, that certainly would have been the end of my driving career there. All right, so that's it. 7 things that new drivers actually learn before they actually get out there on the road. And if you're on the road, just write the notes down so you don't gotta listen to my boring ass 5 or 6 times. All right, so if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.